Welcome once again to another episode of the Random Access Podcast, brought to you by rapodcast.net. This is episode 820, recorded live on January 11th, 2025. And here are your hosts. The man who could not pick Bruno Mars out of a lineup, Dave Play.
Okay, just answer me this. Is Bruno Mars a person or a band?
A person.
Okay, because that happened to me before.
And the man who probably could, unless Zendaya is in the lineup as well. 80 low, high.
I'm guessing there's like a lip sync battle reference there.
Yes, it was Tom Holland and Zendaya doing that karaoke lip sync battle thing that was with LL Cool J.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a great time. I hope they had a good day.
Oh yes, that was good.
That was a nice date.
Yeah, she did 24.
I'm pretty sure they're dating. Like, I think they're a couple.
Yes, which is ironic because the director of the first Spider-Man movie basically sat both of them down and said, look, it's probably going to happen. It's happened in the past with other, young couples in movies. But please, please, please don't start dating each other.
At least until the movie's over.
Yeah, the director specifically sat those two down and said, it's probably going to happen, but can you please not let it happen?
I mean, two kids, both good looking, both on set, a lot of free time.
Yep. But yeah, no, she sang, or she lip synced 24 Karat, I think. I think she did 24 Karat.
Ow. If you asked me if 24 Karat was a song, my answer is probably.
Yeah, 24 Karat Magic is what she lip synced. Yeah, and Tom Holland did Singing in the Rain.
Magic.
Yes. Yeah, and Tom Holland started.
Sounds like a Bugs Bunny title.
24 Karat Magic? That sounds like a Bugs Bunny title?
Yeah, doesn't that sounds like an episode of Looney Tunes.
I don't even know, like, Looney Tunes had
it would be like
titles.
24 Karat Magic.
Oh.
Yes, all the Looney Tunes episodes have titles. Oh, now I have Merry Melodies stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm. The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour. There was a show that was literally called the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I see these.
Come on, The Hair of Seville?
Yeah.
Trying to remember the one that's the Wagner operas.
I'm looking over these original primetime episodes. Okay.
That aired in what, 1947?
1960.
Really?
That was when there was a primetime Bugs Bunny show.
Huh.
What's Opera Doc?
What's Opera Doc?
Which is actually now in the National Film Registry.
Because it's a good cartoon.
Yes.
Is Kill the Wabbit. Kill the Wabbit. Kill the Wabbit. Oh, Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc, Chuck Jones.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
How are you? Wow, that's an intro.
Going from Bruno Mars to Bugs Bunny and beyond.
Now that sounds like the opening to actually. From Bruno Mars to Bugs Bunny.
I was watching on YouTube. There was a bunch of guys who were doing that whole Wikipedia racing.
Okay.
Where they had a bingo card. And they all had to start on the same thing there. And they had to try and fill in the bingo card by getting to different articles faster than everybody else.
Only links within Wikipedia.
Yes, only the links within Wikipedia. And I was like, I remember doing this at BYOB. No, BYOC. That was
the wiki game at a BYOC?
Yeah, at PAX.
Huh.
which,
I don't remember doing a wiki game.
Well, I spent a lot of time in that BYOC room just because it was quiet.
Whereas I wanted to be out on the expo hall.
Yep. Oh, this is entirely random. So Michigan's been releasing a lot.
How unlike us.
I know.
How out of character.
So Michigan's been re-releasing some of the older plates, right? You're in Wisconsin, so you probably haven't seen these, but they have like the blue and gold.
No.
The blue and gold plates.
Okay.
And then they brew, which say at the bottom, Water, Winter, Wonderland. And then they released
odd thing to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it was an old slogan from Michigan or something. First issued in 1965. So that was the original plate, was in the 60s. Then there was, they released a green and white one called Water Wonderland. I guess now in February, you can purchase the old late 70s, early 80s white on black plate, or that iconic white on blue plate.
Oh my God, the one we grew up with.
Yes. And I guess in 2026, they're going to reissue the bicentennial plate, and you can buy it again because it's the 250. That's not sesquicentennial.
Quarter century.
Is it sesquicentennial? Is that 250?
Oh.
No, not sequential. Sesquicentennial. How do I even spell sesquicentennial? Oh, sesquicentennial is 150. What is 250 then?
Because I think it's the 15. Bisesquicentennial?
Let's see if that's a word. Bisesquicentennial. Semiquincentennial, also called the bisesquicentennial.
That's close. I was close. Because the sesquicentennial is going to be 15 100s, or 15 10s, right? Sesquicentennial, maybe? Occurring is a centenary.
It took me until playing D&D.
Sesqui is 1.5.
Oh, okay. Sesqui is 1.5.
Sesqui is 1.5.
1.5 centennials was okay. So 2026 is going to be the, I'm just going to say bisesquicentennial, just because I can actually pronounce that rather than semiquincentennial.
Sure. I don't think you're correct, but
no,
okay.
I'm probably not pronouncing
the 250-year anniversary.
Yes. They're going to re-release the bicentennial plate that they did in 76 again.
Man, I'd get that blue, the white on blue.
Yes.
I always like those plates so much more than any of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the blue on white.
Hey, I still like my Tigers plate. So
you are allowed to like your Tigers plate, Andy.
Yes. Got that when I was trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, what personalized license plate can I get for, it's got to start with the letter D. Like, what am I going to get that starts with D? And I was trying to figure out all these things there, and I'm like, I work in IT at the time. What am I going to get? It starts with D when I work in IT. Oh, digital. Okay, there we go.
So your license plate is digital?
Yes, my license plate, if you look at my registration, is digital.
Which only makes sense when you look at it as the Detroit Lions, or Detroit Tigers plate. Speaking of the Tigers and the Lions... I don't know how the Tigers are doing, but the Lions pulled it out.
Mm-hmm. They have the week off.
Number one in the conference, honestly, but certainly the division.
Yes. They're number one in the NFC. The Chiefs were number one in the AFC. So they got this week off, which was good because they need it, because they've been beat up.
Getting hammered. Yep. Couple injuries.
Just a couple injuries. I think they could have actually fielded a whole football team with the number of people they had on the injury
From
roster.
Their injured roster. It wouldn't be a very good team.
No. But yeah, I completely forgot about that because I knew they had it off, but we went to go get, I ordered some pizza for dinner tonight, and I see like people walking out with just, stacks of pizzas, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I'm like, oh yeah, NFL playoffs are tonight. That would do it.
The College Bowl Series championship is coming to an end.
Yep. With the battle.
Badly.
Can both teams lose? Can that just happen?
Well, it's the battle of the teams that hate Michigan.
That's what I'm like.
Is that accurate?
Let's see.
So here's the way I see it. If Notre Dame wins, I will laugh my ass off. That will be amazing and fantastic, and I will be so happy. Because Notre Dame's awesome. They're a cute little school. Like, it's a great, I want to see them do good. Also, they have a great fight song. If Ohio State wins, well, then at least the Big Ten won the national championship.
Yes. And Michigan can say, oh, look at us. We beat the national champions.
We beat the people who were the champions. Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's going to try and say that, call this like the Battle of US 33. Because I'm looking at a map and it looks like US 33 goes
You can, if you'd like. Go online and start it, Andy. If you want to see it, you got to make it.
Yes.
I don't think anyone else is going to without you taking that first step.
What is this? Smiley's Space Theme Adventure Park. Well, this looks like a fun place.
What are you even looking at?
I don't know. It's in South Bend. It's called Smiley's Space Adventure Theme Park. There's also the Indiana Dinosaur Museum. Why have I not taken the kids these places?
Because they're in a different state and it takes a while to get there.
Well, no, South Bend's actually not that far. From where I am. It'll only be I'm guessing I'm gonna say an hour and 30 minutes. Let's see what it says. Oh, 1 hour 10 minutes. Oh, but that's if I take the toll road.
So take the toll road.
Well, yeah, but I could not pay tolls and get there in 1 hour and 20 minutes.
You could. This is true.
But yeah, no, where is it? The Potawatomi Zoo is down there. That's one of the zoos that we always go to. Well, not because I don't think we went there this year, but that was one of the zoos we always went to. Oh yeah, no, I'll have to keep that in mind for Smiley's Space-Themed Adventure Park. All right. Huh. Oh yeah, I already had a bunch of people randomly that I talked to because I had jury duty this week.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was fun. I didn't.
Did you get called?
No, it was
you got the summons.
Yes,
I got appear.
Yes, I got the summons to appear. This was number 8. I don't know who I pissed off. I don't know who I pissed off for this. But I have only been...
Somehow your name just keeps coming up.
Yes, I have only been legally able to be picked for jury duty for like 22 years now. And I have been summoned 8 times.
I have been summoned once.
I got summoned. We were trying to get back from PAX, I think the first time. I think that's one of my first summons was. And I didn't think any of it because, everybody's like, oh yeah, they don't call anybody. And then, I'm sitting here at a rest stop in Montana or Idaho or something, calling up the office being like, I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm currently in another state right now. But, we were all sitting around and one of the guys in the jury pool worked at the mall. And everybody was asking him about that Zap Zone that's coming in. And I was like, oh, don't ask him. I could tell you much more about it than that guy. But yes, there were a lot of people who were excited for that.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool. I'm excited for you guys.
Is Golly still doing all that or no? You probably don't even know.
He runs the Canton store.
Okay.
Golly runs the Canton store.
Well, it looks like this one's going to be set up a lot like the Canton store, which will be nice.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be better than the BIG in Ann Arbor.
Or the really sad one, and that was, I think, is it still in Battle Creek, or did that one shut down?
I don't know.
I swung by there one time, and it felt like it was old school Ann Arbor. Looks like it's still there. It felt like it was original Ann Arbor, and it was attached to a bowling. They have an escape room now, though. Oh, might have to check that out. This Dracula's Lair escape room.
Cool.
But yeah, we'll see how that one happens. All right. Should we talk about topics?
Yeah.
Because, there was CES this week.
Oh my gosh, CES happened.
Yes.
I heard that VLC went to CES this year and had a booth there.
Yes, they did. They announced they announced that they are going to have in the app, so entirely offline, AI-based subtitling for videos.
Huh.
It's going to be AI-based, so artificially intelligence automatically generated subtitles for whatever you're watching, and I think they're saying they're working on 100 languages.
Damn. Hopefully it's better than what's out there right now, because it's not great. I mean, it's shockingly good, but not good enough.
Yes. No, I have tried to watch closed captioning on TV, which working during that summer internship at the TV station as well, we were discussing the current status of closed captioning, and it was not great.
No, the current status of closed captioning is not very good.
Yeah. So yes, it can do subtitling, and then it also can translate. It can generate subtitles, and then it can also translate subtitles into your local language. So if there's already subtitles there, they're working on translating those into your local language as well. So more props to them.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic, but where do we draw the line?
I don't know.
Apparently the Pope congratulated the Notre Dame football coach.
How does Videoland make money?
Like VLC?
Yeah.
Probably donations. I mean, the software is free.
Mm-hmm.
They've never charged for it.
Like how? Now I'm just gone down a rabbit hole here of how are they making money?
Let's see if we can find out. Nonprofit organization. They accept donations and sponsorships and do consulting and professional services. It's impressive.
Oh, and of course their legal page is in French because they are a French
company.
French company. Hey, Google Translate. Speaking of translated into another language. But yes, no, VLC was there announcing that they are working on this, so that's good.
Yep. Who else was there?
The first bit of news that I actually heard out of CES was the fact that Lenovo and Steam teamed up.
For a new handheld?
Yes.
Makes sense.
The Lenovo Legion Go S.
This is how unconcerned Valve is. Valve is like, you want to compete against Steam Deck? Go for it. Because even if you succeed, that's just more things for people to install Steam on and use our services.
Yeah.
Valve is in a no-lose situation.
Be like, great, more portable gaming devices out there? Okay.
Sure. We'll lend you our expertise in building this so that it's a success, so that there are more things in the world that run Steam. I keep oscillating on, Valve is really good. They did good things. They provided a service that needed to be provided. Installing games is stupidly easy now. And that's, a huge amount of that is thanks to Valve. But at the same time, they're making a lot of money.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about how there's just a handful of people now?
Yep. And no one can compete with them.
I mean, Epic is trying to. Not your Epic, the other Epic.
No, I know. I'm aware. We are not in the same competitive space as Valve.
Nope.
The other Epic Games.
Valve confirmed to us in this article here that it was building towards some level of support for the Asus ROG Ally in Steam OS as well. So it looks like they're already...
yeah, I mean, it's to Valve's benefit.
Yes.
It is entirely to Valve's benefit to see other companies succeed here.
But yeah, that was the first thing that came out. I was like, I got an announcement going like, Steam not on a Steam Deck. What?
Well, don't you go back in time, Andy? The Steam Deck is Valve's third attempt at a console form of Steam. Remember, there was the Steam Link, and then there was the Steam PC. Do you remember Steam PCs?
Yes, I do.
And they got 6 different companies to make Steam PCs as consoles, and it just didn't go anywhere.
Nope.
Then they finally got it somewhat right with the Steam Deck. And now, yeah, they're getting other teams on board. Who else made a showing at CES?
Well, I just grabbed, because there's so many things from CES, trying to keep track of it all. I just grabbed the official...
NVIDIA had a huge thing. They had the keynote.
Yes, which at their keynote, the biggest thing that they were talking about was the new AI model, which is what are you... At the Consumer Electronics Show, you're talking about AI models.
Where would you prefer them to talk about?
I don't know.
Where, if not at the Consumer Electronics Show?
Would they want to talk about AI modeling? Which, granted, what they announced is actually a neat idea, because that's AI models and other robots robots need a lot of training data, and if we can simulate the training data, simulations can run faster than real time.
Yes, I feel like Boston Dynamics has a pretty good grasp on that.
But being able to put... The other thing that I was kind of surprised is he said he was going to make it available open source and put it up on GitHub.
Because, Andy.
Yeah?
Andy.
Yes, the more people Andy, who are doing AI training...
It's the same thing as Steam putting the Steam Deck. It's literally the same thing. Yeah, of course they're going to release it. Because the more people that are... what chips do you think they're going to be using to train these models?
Let's look at the market share of NVIDIA over the last couple of years.
Gee, I wonder.
NVDA. Let's look at them over the last 5 years.
We've developed this thing that is super awesome and requires our stuff. So we're going to just release it open source, and you can do whatever you want with it.
NVIDIA's stock has gone up 2,124% over the last 5 years.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. There's a lot of very wealthy people at NVIDIA right now.
Yes. It's all about the razor blades.
Are they even selling the blade? I don't think that's the right frame of mind for the business model of NVIDIA. They're not loss leading the razors and making money off the blades.
No, that's... What would be a good analogy?
Owning a printing press?
That prints money?
Yeah, kind of. Some daft fool 6 years ago realized, hey, all this graphics stuff, we could just use it for neural networking and Bitcoin mining. I mean, that was the first major boost to NVIDIA stock.
Was Bitcoin.
Yeah. It wasn't AI.
No,
it was Bitcoin.
Yep.
It was cryptocurrency. And then it was AI. Jesus Christ.
This is not on our topic list, but supposedly there was that one guy who had that hard drive with Bitcoin on it that he accidentally threw away. That's technically worth 700
and
700 million or something like that.
600 some million pounds. And the high court that he had taken them to just denied his claim.
No, you cannot dig up a whole landfill in order to try and rescue your hard drive.
I mean, that sucks. And I do like that he was willing to share the profits with the county.
Well, what can you do?
Not throw away a digital wallet?
Yeah.
Oops.
But yeah, I posted the official Best of Show awards that the CNET group released, because they were the official media partner of the Best of CES awards.
Okay.
So yeah, there was NVIDIA. Honda released another electric vehicle that they said is going to be manufactured in Ohio, and will have level 3 self-driving.
Ooh. Wait, but level 3 is like adaptive cruise control and lane assist, right? It's the
no, adaptive cruise control and
take your hands.
No, that's level 1.
Level 1 is adaptive cruise control.
Yes.
And lane keep assist.
Yes.
Level 2 is when you can like have them working together, and you can basically take your hands off.
Yes, so that would be like
you still have to pay attention.
That would be like Tesla's autopilot, and who did Super Cruise? That was GM, right?
Yeah, Ford calls it like Blue Cruise. Or
it's blue. Chevy Super Cruise. Ford calls it Blue Cruise. That's the hand-free driving for limited areas. So that would be like, on the highway, because you're in an enclosed space.
Yeah. For some definitions of enclosed.
Yes. It's
an odd definition of enclosed there, Andy.
Well, it is
not wrong, but it's still an odd definition.
Oh, wait, no. It's because Super Cruise... Okay, so here it says, a vehicle that is capable of managing itself on a freeway journey, excluding on and off ramps and city driving, would be considered level 3 automated.
Okay, I was right.
Yes.
So this is just like that level. It's you can get on the highway, and as long as you just stay on the highway, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if like the highway splits and one way goes to one highway and a different way goes to the other highway, it's not gonna know.
But yeah, they're saying level 3. Which I'd be fine with that. I mean, I spent...
Level 3 is very nice. Level 3 is great. Look, when I'm driving from here to Michigan, I'd love level 3.
Yeah, no, I do about 3,000 or so miles a month for work.
Mm-hmm.
And a majority of that is either going 94 or 131 or 31.
Highway, not speed.
Yes.
Just want to put that out there.
Yeah. No, highways. I go I-94.
And he's not traveling at 94 miles an hour. He's driving on I-94.
Yes. Or taking, US 131.
Yeah.
Or taking US 31. But yeah, no, if I have to drive from here down to exit 1 on the highway, I'm on the highway the whole time. It'd be nice if I didn't have to.
When I actively drive, when I drive to Ann Arbor, it's 2.5 hours to get to Chicago. It's another hour to get to the other side of Chicago, and you hit the border of Michigan, and you're like, awesome, I'm at the border of Michigan. I'm like I'm halfway. Oh, I'm not even halfway. Oh, fuck.
And you just stay on 94 until exit 172?
2, I think. Yeah, State Street.
Yep.
It's a long, boring drive through the state.
Yep.
Now, conversely, when I'm leaving Michigan and I get to Chicago, I'm like, all right, we're at Chicago. We're like, the hard part's behind us.
So Honda's going to be coming out with a new EV, which we could take a side detour here, because there was actually a survey that just got released saying that only 5% of U.S. car buyers want to buy an EV.
How many?
5%.
Want to buy an EV?
Yes. Want their next vehicle.
Does that include, like, fleet vehicles? Like, that seems really low.
Only 5% of U.S. consumers, this was part of the 2025 Global Automotive Consumer Study. It was 31,000 people across 30 countries.
Okay, that's a wide range of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of it doesn't matter because we're in the U.S. We, like, in this case, we really just do want to focus on U.S.
Yes. Among U.S. consumers in this thing here, 62% indicated that their next car would not be an electric.
Interesting.
Yep. 20%.
I am hoping my next car doesn't have a steering wheel.
Yeah. 20% said they would want a hybrid, would like a hybrid, with a further 6% desiring a plug-in hybrid. I don't know what the difference is between a hybrid and a plug-in hybrid.
A hybrid is electric and gas, where the electric motor charges the battery, and then you use the battery, like the Prius.
Gotcha. And then there's also the plug-in Prius. It's kind of like a Nissan Leaf, right?
Right.
Okay. They said they suspect that some of the resistance toward EVs could be due in part to lingering affordability concerns, which I found hilarious because they said 45% of U.S. consumers said they did not want to pay more than $35,000 for their next car.
I hope you're looking for a used.
Well, yeah, because the current average price of a new vehicle in the U.S. is $47,000.
Yeah.
So they're like, cars, the EVs are too expensive. I want a car for $35,000.
Cars are too expensive, man. EV is nothing. Just cars are too expensive. I think my Prius was like 28,000.
And they pointed out in the article here that actually 75% of car buyers in the U.S. buy used cars. So even then, it's just like, buying new EVs is not going to be a fast transition.
I'm still on the fence on it because, like, I drive from here to Ann Arbor, and doing that with an electric vehicle, it means that you're going to have to stop and charge. And if you're doing it in the winter, it means you're going to have to stop and charge like 4 times. So I don't know. I don't drive very much other than driving to work, which is a 5-mile drive, and driving to Michigan, which is a 400-mile drive.
Those are two very different things.
They are. I don't want 2 different cars. I mean, we have 2 cars because Laura has a car and I have a car.
Well, I'm just curious to see, at some point, Whitmer had signed a thing saying that the state fleet needs to be all electric or all alternative fuel, I think is what it was labeled as. Rather than gas, but that's going to be a lot of very interesting questions about how that's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since I spent a couple days in the big, huge snowplow trucks, wondering how well those guys are going to work being electric.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because they have a lot
my next door neighbor just got a Lightning. So he's pretty excited about that.
Because there's a lot of working components on the snowplow truck outside of it just having to drive, in cold weather.
Yeah.
You have the salt spreader, and then you have all the various blades, especially the ones that have the actuated blades.
Andy.
Yeah.
Those are running off the battery anyway.
Well, there's a whole secondary charging system that's hooked up in those vehicles.
There's no way that's running off of, like, the engine. It's running off the battery.
No, that's true. The question is, though, how much more battery are you going to need to get everything to run?
I mean, you won't need any extra battery from what it has now to run those additional systems. It's just the mass of the truck.
Mm-hmm. Which, where's the Tesla Semi?
The Tesla Semi? That's a good question.
Just been curious about that.
Yep. We had such high hopes for that.
Mm-hmm.
Us and a lot of other people.
Yep. Well, there wasn't anything really outside of a couple of those things from CES, in my opinion.
NVIDIA announced some new chips.
Yep.
That was about it.
Sony said that they're going to make a Helldivers movie and a Horizon Zero Dawn movie.
Horizon Zero Dawn is a movie. Like, it is a playable movie. Like, they even have story difficulty. Do you know what happens on story difficulty? You one-hit KO, like, everything.
Okay.
You take almost no damage. It's specifically there so you can just play through the game and experience the story. I could see maybe doing Horizon Zero Dawn like, hey, we're going to actually do like the prequel. Like, we'll talk about Pharaoh and we'll talk about Liz Sobet, and here's their history, and we'll end the movie with like Liz getting called into Ted's office of like, oh shit, hey, I think I just ended the world. And then if they want to see more, they can play the goddamn game. Is that gatekeeping? I don't know if it's gatekeeping. It's a great story. It's a fantastic story. The game is good. The story's incredible. They don't need to make it into a movie. It is a movie. I feel like they're just trying to like, what IPs could we turn into more profit?
Just ask them how well the Craven did.
There was a Craven movie?
Yes, there was a Craven movie. Let's just check its box office. Let's see. Craven the Hunter. It's got a 17% Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb has it at 5.4 out of 10.
Ouch.
Current box office is 59 million.
How do you do that? Like, how do you let that come out? How do you as a studio not look at that and say, I don't think we're doing this right?
Budget was 120 million, and so far it has grossed 59.
I mean, that's just Sony trying to use the Spider-Man franchise while they have it, right?
Yes.
Like, I don't know, Andy. Sonic 3 is doing really well. Like, really well.
Yep, nope. I want to see if Isaac wants to go see that movie, but I still need to watch the first two Sonic movies. And I think he does as well. I think he's just watched random clips of it on YouTube. So
YouTube Shorts is what got me to watch Chernobyl.
That's happened with him. He's watched some YouTube Shorts and he's like, hey, this is an interesting thing. I'm like, well, we could
just sit and watch the whole thing.
Yep.
But now the problem is YouTube doesn't know I watched Chernobyl.
Oh.
So I still have, like, because I watched a bunch of the shorts, and I still have a lot of the shorts in my feed because I watched that type of short, except I watched the show now. I don't need the shorts. I don't need to see Legasov give his speech for the 8th time. I've seen it. I'm good. Give me something new. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around.
But yeah, speaking of streaming,
yes.
So
I'm streaming right now.
Yeah. So, Disney.
Wow. Just like, yeah, whatever, Dave. Disney.
Yeah. Everybody's
What about
streaming.
Disney, Andy?
So,
no,
Disney...
I mean like literally right now, like as we're recording this. I'm not streaming us recording. I have my printers on a stream.
Oh, your printer is streaming.
I am streaming my printer.
I feel like that's the same guy who would like stream a banana that slowly, started to rot.
How many viewers did he get?
I don't remember.
Okay. I don't think mine is quite as novel as that. Disney,
was it back in August, I think? I'm not sure if we did we ever talk about Venue, VENU?
Nope.
Okay, so Venue was...
If we did, I don't remember it.
Was supposed to be an agreement between Walt Disney, Warner Brothers, and Fox to basically group together for a sports streaming
maybe we'd
channel,
about it.
I would guess you would call it.
Okay, sure.
So they were going to all team together and basically merge and create this, streaming platform for sports. Well, Fubo took them to court, basically saying like, look, this is...
That's a name.
Yeah, Fubo, Fubo.
This is anti-competitive.
Yes, this is highly anti-competitive. We are getting screwed. So they had an
we can't compete with this.
Yes, so they put an antitrust lawsuit, looks like back in February of 2024.
Sure.
Saying like, hey, this is going to be a problem. So they sued, and the judge put a halt on Venue, saying until we can get this court case figured out.
The project.
Yes.
Okay.
Put a halt to the whole thing. So earlier this week, Disney announced that they were buying Fubo, and we're going to merge the sport streaming platform with its Hulu plus live TV service.
The company that just sued them for being anti-competitive and too large
got bought.
They just bought them.
Yes. And shockingly...
That feels anti-competitive a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah. So shockingly, as part of the announcement, of the merger was the fact that
dropping the suit.
Yes, they have settled the antitrust lawsuit against Disney, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery over Venue.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so Disney was going to get 70% ownership of the company, and then all of a sudden, hey, look, this antitrust lawsuit is just it's done.
Just vanishes.
Yeah.
Please, federal courts, please look at that and say, hang on a second, hold up a minute.
Well, merger is, of course, still subject to regulatory and shareholder approval. Should take 12 to 18 months to close.
Yeah.
But, so that's going on. So that was Monday or Tuesday? I think that was Monday.
Okay.
So the antitrust lawsuit got shut down. A couple of days later, DirecTV and EchoStar, which I do believe is Dish, previously had an injunction placed on them in this court case, saying that they could not, they couldn't be, part of this court case.
Okay.
Well, after the antitrust lawsuit got settled, they argued with the court saying that, can you please lift this injunction? Because we would then like to sue for,
for anti-competitive behaviors?
Yes. You didn't let us play ball last time, but we would like to play ball now.
Excuse me, Judge. So you didn't let us sue because they were already suing, but now they're dropping their suit. We're all still kind of pissed. Can we get back to that? Can we try this again?
Yeah. We would like our day in court, please. Thank you. So then a couple days after that happened, there was the announcement that Fox, Disney, Warner Brothers were deciding to not start up Venue, and that the whole project... Well, no, Fubo is actually still in merger with Disney. That's supposedly a separate entity and nothing to do, with that whole antitrust lawsuit thing.
Right. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Just, in a completely 180-degree about face with the Fubo's stance on the whole thing. But, after that whole DirecTV EchoStar request to sue them, it has come out that Warner Brothers, Discovery, Fox, and Disney will not move forward with the plan for Venue Sports.
Shocker. Shocker of the year. What can I say?
So it was a whole week of just, really? No antitrust lawsuit. And then, maybe antitrust lawsuit. And now there's no need for an antitrust lawsuit because it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, yes. So Disney possibly paid $200 million to squash this for no apparent reason. So,
well, I mean, if they hadn't, then it might still be on the books. Might still be a case.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Oh, come on. Oh no. My Chrome is...
You okay?
My Chrome is choking on something. Oh, the whole screen just went white. This is fun. You're still there, right, Dave?
I'm here.
Okay. Is there anything on the topic list you want to talk about, or...
Amazon is killing their try before you buy?
Yes.
Which is unfortunate.
Yes, it is, because I like that, because I am a 31 waist, which is between the 30 and 32 waists. Yep. Well, sometimes I'm a 30. It all depends on the pants. Even though they're all supposed to be...
Depends on... Even within the same make.
Yes.
Like, you could find two 31s or two 30s or two 32s that are different.
Yes. So, yes, I have used Try Before You Buy with my pants, because trying to find my size in the store is very hit and miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if I could just...
I am not a 31 anymore. I'm a little jealous that you are. That's impressive.
Well, it's a tight 31.
That's... I appreciate that, Andy. I'm a 36. It's a loose 36, though.
So, yes, no, I had used this.
I didn't used to be a 36.
No.
I used to be 32s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's just costs them too much, apparently.
They said,
which is odd, because...
They said it was because of their AI and, better suggestions and recommendations.
Sure, yeah, because your AI knows my sizes or who I'm trying to buy this for. Absolutely. They're trying to save money.
Yeah, it's all about the returns. They're just losing so much money.
You have to process the returns.
Yes.
New AI-powered features like virtual try-on. Yet your AI doesn't know how big I am.
No.
You going to send me a 3D scanner that I can, walk into?
There was one company that actually was doing that, where they would basically, send you portable 3D scanner, and then you would scan yourself, and then, mail it back, and they would use that as the basis for your measurements for everything. You can't see this.
I'm burying my head in the WTF factor.
Yeah. It was a bit ridiculous. I wonder, I don't even think if it's still around or not. I feel like that was a CES thing that I heard about, and then, And
then it never panned out.
Yeah.
Surprisingly few drones at CES this year, by the way.
Well, of course.
Remember a couple years ago when everything was we're going to do drone delivery?
Well, now it's AI.
That was all of CES?
Everything is AI. Yeah. Well, I was watching something, and it's really, that has AI in it? Mm-hmm.
Yep. We used to joke about the smart fridge. On this podcast, we joked about the smart fridge.
Oh, if we only knew.
Yep.
But yeah, right. So they announced this week, and it's closing down at the end of the month.
Yeah. Starship Flight next week?
Yes, supposedly. Might be.
Supposedly Starship Flight next week?
Supposedly Starship Flight next week. Supposedly New Glenn. I love how both of these were supposed to launch last week, and we talked about that. And now both of them got kicked back and are supposed to. Well, what's really funny is...
There was a very large winter storm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might have had something to do with it.
New Glenn was actually supposed to launch in... it was originally supposed to launch in about 25 minutes from now, but they delayed it a day.
Okay.
I am not waiting up until 1 o'clock.
So in a day and 25 minutes from now.
Yes. In a day and 25 minutes from when we're recording this.
Monday morning. Yeah.
If it would have been 25 minutes, sure, I would have stayed up for that. I'm not staying up for a Monday morning launch. But still, yes, having New Glenn launch on Monday morning, followed by Starship launching later that day, could be very interesting.
That's a lot of space.
Yep.
What's the New Glenn mission?
It's just the test flight. It's the first actual launch. Because they did this.
Crossed.
Yep. Hopefully.
We wish them the best.
Mm-hmm.
Nationalize the space industry.
All right. Should we hit the randoms?
Sure.
Okay. It is your random review.
My review.
Yes.
I am going to review. Hang on. I have to go look at. I have it right here. I have the box. The RENPHO Shiatsu Foot Massager.
That sounds nice.
I'm looking for anything else on the box that has like a model or thing on it. It's got some serial numbers. I don't need to read those off. But it's a foot massage thingy with a heater. It's a heated foot massage thingy. So it's just this like basin that you put your feet into, and then you turn it on, and it puffs up. It's adjustable how much, but like it's like a blood pressure cuff around your foot, and it just like puts pressure all around your foot. And then it's got bump thingies that roll and move around on the bottom, and then there's a heating element inside. And I've had my feet in it for like a lot of time over the last week and a half. Like I come home from work, I make dinner, I have food, I come up here and I sit in my chair and I put my feet in the massage thingy, and oh God, it's so good.
That would be nice because I am required to wear safety shoes for work.
Yep.
And steel-toed shoes and I think it's steel toes, and I think there's also a steel plate underneath in the sole. So they do not bend like normal shoes do when you're walking.
No. Think about it this way. I used this thing so much in the first day that I think I bruised my feet for a couple days.
Oh.
It's tough. Like it's strong. But my feet also get very, very, very cold because my feet sweat a lot. And so they sweat, and then the socks get damp, and then it gets very cold. And so like I lose feeling in my toes. So the heat function on this thing is not very strong, but it's strong enough. And it's just really nice to just be like, I'm just going to put my feet in there. 1, 2, press the button, press the other button to turn up the pressure, and then just let it go. The only downsides to this are it has 2 options on the timer. It has a timer. There's no way to turn off the timer. The timer has 2 options, 15 minutes and 30 minutes.
What?
That's it. It has a 15-minute and a 30-minute. And I want to maybe open it and find the little timing circuit, because I'm sure it's just a circuit. I'm sure this thing is not like computer driven. So I'm sure there's just a little circuit in there that is like, here's the timing circuit. You press the button and it just changes the 555. And I just want to like rip out the 555 and just short it out so that it's just always on.
Yeah, Kate was looking for a heating pad for the mattress, and she was like, I saw all these cool looking ones on there, but they always had like 30-minute timer, 1 hour timer. She's like, no.
8 hours.
Yeah, she found one that was a 10-hour timer on it, and she's like, yes, this is what I needed.
Yep, that.
But yeah, 15 minutes.
10-hour timer, that is insane.
Yeah. Well, that
15 minutes, not nearly enough time. For a foot massage?
Yeah.
For a foot massage?
No.
15 minutes is teasing.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're not. No.
But the rest of it's really nice. Really nice. I've had it going most of this episode.
I think I've heard the random beeps.
Yeah, that's this. That's what it's doing. The random beeps.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I've always thought about getting something like that. I feel like it'd be nice just to sit on the couch after working and just have that going for a bit.
Yeah. The downside, other than the timer, is that like it's like my feet are in a prison.
Yeah.
Like I have to turn it off to get my feet out. Because the pressure is up right now. So like it's inflated. The internal bladders are fully inflated. So like I could probably wiggle my foot out. Yeah, I could get my foot out, but it would be like it's tight.
Yeah.
Can I get my other foot out? Yes. Okay, I can get my foot out. The question is, can I get my foot back in? Well, it's still inflated. I don't think so.
You take your right foot out. You put your right foot in. You take your right foot out. No, I did that backwards.
Take it all about.
I did that. You put your right foot in, then you take your right foot out.
Maybe your foot started in, Andy.
Is that how the...
You know what it's all about?
No, I don't. You do the...
Well, the hokey pokey does.
Yes.
Yeah, usually you start by putting something in.
Yes.
Before you take it out.
Yes. You do not live
random topic?
Random topic. Rolled ahead of time. Coke. Yep. How do I make it from coal? Is there... What is Coke? I think of Coke as a beverage.
So Coke is a form of carbon. So I answer to this mostly from playing Factorio. So you are looking specifically for I believe it is called bituminous coal, which is like coal made from wood and decayed organic matter. And this is you have to put it into an anaerobic chamber and heat it to like 1,000 degrees. Basically, Coke is cooked coal.
Huh.
So you heat it up really, really hot, like 1,000 degrees hot, but without any oxygen. This is very, very important. Do not let oxygen get in there. Bad things will happen if there is oxygen.
Fuel source.
With
oxygen.
At 1,000 degrees. Heat.
Okay.
Free energy, oxygen, and fuel. That's you're in for a bad time.
Yes.
It's actually not that bad, because, like, the oxygen will burn off. So if there's a little oxygen in there, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't, like, open an oxygen tank. But, yeah, you want to cook the coal, and it will burn off all the impurities, which you can actually then, like, collect and make other products from it. That's actually where, like, tar comes from. Like, not tar, but blacktop. That kind of tar.
Asphalt.
Yeah. And then you end up with Coke, and you can use that for blacksmithing. It's really good for ironworking. I think it's an ingredient in steel. But yeah, that's how you get Coke made from coal.
Just don't grind it up and put it in a beverage.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you like force someone to throw up?
I don't know.
Or it's how you treat poison. That might be how you treat some poisons.
Well, carbon did absorb a lot of things. Charcoal is a good filter.
But but coal and charcoal are two different things.
Yes, they are.
I mean, you want activated charcoal in that case, right? You like mix it up, swallow it.
Sure.
And then ideally like throw it back up.
I will take your word for it. I hopefully will not be poisoned. So,
did you drink that Mountain Dew that was in your fridge?
I am drinking a Mountain Dew that was in my fridge.
Okay. So, when you're poisoned... Never mind. I don't know where I was going with it.
This citrus cherry tastes a little
Taste
hot.
that arsenic. I think if I wanted to stop doing RA podcast, there'd be better ways to do it than murdering Andy.
Yes, please don't murder me. I'll just leave that out there.
I think I can abide by that. And on that note...
Yep, that would be a wrap. This has been another episode of the Random Access Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, suggestions, remarks, reviews, rebukes, retorts, or just rants, feel free to contact us. You can find us on Twitter at RAPodcast, or send us an email at mail@rapodcast.net. Thank you for listening.